Hello everyone, this is Vida Schmidt live from the Berlin studio. Today my special guest is Simon Masri, the CEO at the C3ntro Telecom. Hello Simon, how are you today?
Hi, Wada, thank you. Thank you for inviting me. Very good, very excited to be on this webinar. Thank you for inviting me.
It's our great pleasure, Simon, having you here today with us. Simon, today we will be covering three major points and addressing questions which will be touch-based on latest happenings and developments, advancements within the company, as well as how C3ntro meeting the today's challenges and opportunities, as well as looking into the future at the end of the interview, into the company focus and future investment plans. So we will start with the first question, Simon. Can you please provide us with an update about the latest advancement within the company?
Okay, since a couple of years ago, we've been making big plans and investments in the Mexico area, in the region, in the whole LATAM also, regarding infrastructure, putting down a lot of new infrastructure built especially for the hyperscalers. We've been looking at a huge demand even before the huge boom of AI come. We saw that there was going to be a huge demand in Mexico, mainly being Querétaro, one of the main hubs of the data center space around the world, being on the top 10 in the next 5 years. So we were planning since 3-4 years ago to make a big investment to make sure we can provide services for the hyperscalers and the CSPs, and mainly on the fiber side. So we've been laying a lot of thousands of kilometers of fiber, brand new high-density fiber in the most dense areas. Querétaro being one of the biggest hubs that they're planning to invest billions of dollars, putting a lot of data centers, a lot of megawatts. And for the past years, that's been our main focus. It's very capital intensive. We're very happy to be an early raiser for that plan. And now, after the 3-4 years that we've been investing in the region a lot, now we're very happy because we're well prepared to receive all these hyperscalers in the region. They're going to need a lot of course, energy, land, and connectivity. And on the connectivity side, C3ntro is very well positioned to provide them with all their needs for connectivity needs between the regional data centers, between the international data centers. So a lot of the focus is being in that part. And on the managed services and on the international side of the business, also we've been focusing a lot on the DIDs and on all the new CPaaS offering that we have put in the market the past years to serve these companies now.
Thank you so much. So the prospects and advancements appear quite promising for the company. And glad to hear about the C3ntro diversifying in these new areas. Simon, please tell us and share how C3ntro is adapting to the rapidly evolving digital landscape and new market conditions.
So in the past year, we have seen a tremendous amount of traction regarding everything that it's been all around artificial intelligence, AI. It's been tremendous the past year and a half, all around the world. Everybody's speaking about it in all levels, in all industries, in all different markets, because they're looking that it's going to be a big digital transformation because of this. I can tell you that the past 6-8 months, this big rush and wave of AI has been even more and more tremendous than anybody expected it. With all the huge investments from the Amazons and the Microsofts and the Googles and the Facebooks regarding artificial intelligence, it's been, skyrocketing all the interest around it. And we've been preparing for this. Of course, it's a huge, huge opportunity. And just for you, Wada, to know, with all the analysis and everything that they claim, they say that all the data center infrastructure is going to triple in the next 5 years. That the need for power, the need for new infrastructure to be able to serve all the artificial intelligence demand that is there, it's enormous. We call it a gold rush. Everybody's talking about it. Everybody wants to go into that business. And it's coming. That's a good thing. It's not years away. It's coming. We have seen a lot of traction in the region. A lot of big companies are investing billions and billions of dollars to be able around the world to provide more infrastructure, more data center, more connectivity. And the way we're addressing all this is that we've been, since a couple of years back, laying down a lot of the fiber that is needed for this. We've been laying out the amounts of fiber strands, that we don't even, 5 years ago, they didn't even existed. We've been putting more than 1,000 fiber pairs, in some routes. With the brandest cables and the biggest technology, because all these CSPs and hyperscalers are demanding every day more capacity, more bandwidth, more fibers between the data centers. So it's a big challenge, of course, because there's a rush, there's a big demand. Anybody that has it ready, they want it for tomorrow. But we're pushing a lot, we're building very fast, and we're deploying a lot of fiber in the whole region to be able to serve them. It's a big transformative event. And as one of the big industry leaders on this space was calling it, why it was telling us, we're in the first inning of a baseball game of everything regarding AI, artificial intelligence. So, this is the tip of the iceberg. There's going to be a lot of changes, a lot of ways, a lot of businesses transform themselves. There's going to be new competitors being very aggressive with new technology. And we see a big, big opportunity. Also, just to add one more step on this, all the opportunity that Mexico and the region has regarding what we call nearshoring from all the US-based companies that they want to relocate out of China and into the Mexico region. There's going to be a huge opportunity in the next years, and we're preparing also this network to be able to accommodate all these needs in the future.
Sounds like an exciting future is on the horizon for all of us, but in particular for C3ntro Telecom.
Thank you.
Talking about the future, Simon, what challenges and opportunities the company is facing in meeting client demands?
So, of course, being now on the infrastructure part of the telecom sector that we venturing last couple of years, of course, all these investments require huge amount of capital. And the CapEx that need to be put into this project is tremendous. Of course, the bank rates, the Fed, the US bank and the European bank keeping the interest rate so high, of course, makes it a bigger challenge to find, a lot of capital to be deployed at good rates. So now it's been challenging getting access to the capital and the capital markets, of course, because of the big high rates that are out there in the market. But besides that, of course, the demand has been growing tremendously, and that creates a lot of opportunities in one way. And in the other way, we cannot keep up with the pace of demand from our customers sometimes. So by diversifying and dosificating all this planning and networking, we're able to achieve this. These companies, as you know, why that the big cloud service provider, all the hyperscalers, it's a gold rush all against artificial intelligence. Who has the most capacity? Who has more megawatts ready? Who can be able to provide all this infrastructure for them? It's going to be a big challenge in the industry. The whole industry is working, 24/7, nonstop, from all the infrastructure that needs to be put into the data centers, securing energy, securing fiber, and of course, everything, all the services that goes on top. A lot of our services between the voice, the international voice, SMS, DIDs, and of course, all the value-added services that we provide to our traditional telcos and carriers around the world, of course, has been being pressured. The margins has been reducing a lot. But as we became more efficient and having a big back office, it can help us achieve those high margins for our customers to serve. So the future looks very promising, of course. All these new technology is going to change the way the whole industry deploys and offer the services to the big companies. And I think that by diversifying what we did at C3ntro many years back, that we diversified not only into the voice and SMS, but also in the infrastructure business, and allow us to continue to expand and be a market leader now. We want to become a market leader in our region, the go-to company for providing infrastructure, providing fiber connectivity, dark fiber connectivity, and of course, serving the big capacity and bandwidth that these CSPs are requiring every day more.
Thank you so much, Simon. Once again, it seems C3ntro Telecom is about to embark on a very incredible journey. Also, I'm very glad to see and hear from you how well C3ntro is equipped to meet those client demands today and in the future. Talking again about the future, please tell us and share some insights, Simon, about the company's primary focus in the upcoming years, and also please share some investment strategies up there. You mentioned a few, but please do share once again with us this insight.
Sure. Our managed services, our over-the-top services will keep going and will keep expanding. We're expanding the regions with a new sales team that we're putting into the EMEA region, the European region, and the LATAM region. So that's going to keep going. But a lot of the CapEx now is going to go into the infrastructure. And these infrastructure projects have, of course, a longer period of return of investment. So we need to be more careful, more wise, and we need to find the right amount of capital with the same strategy and vision for the long-term investments. On the infrastructure side, a lot of the funds around the world are eager to put a lot of money and deploy a lot of money in the region. And we're working very hand in hand with them to be able to provide all this capital that is needed to deploy these new networks. They're brand new, complete new networks, state-of-the-art networks. And the other thing that we're doing, of course, we cannot keep up with the pace of the requirements of our customers by construction time, by lead time, permitting. That's are some of the struggles that we need to overcome over here. The permitting, all the regulatory matters in our countries are slower than in the more developed countries. But we need to deal with that, and we're happy. And I think there's a huge opportunity coming all around the world, wherever there's going to be the ecosystem of all these digital infrastructure based out, if it's London, if it's Berlin, if it's Virginia Beach, of course, if it's Phoenix, if it's Brazil, that is a huge data center hub. In all these places that there's going to be a big ecosystem, a lot of new announcements have been announced to being deployed, billions of dollars. There's going to be huge opportunity from the data center side, from the tower side, of course, for the managed services, for all the service that is gonna be needed, and also on the fiber side. There's all this infrastructure need to be connected through fiber, brand new state-of-the-art fiber, high fiber count. So there's going to be a huge opportunity. I think we're just looking at the tip of the iceberg. I think that the opportunity is great. that is going to drive and keep driving more demand for services. And we're very happy to be positioned to have a big established network and relationship with all these operators. And we're going to focus a lot on that. It will need a lot of capital to be deployed, a lot of expertise, a lot of know-how. And we're very happy that we have put together a great management team to be able to help us deploy all this.
Once more, Simon, thank you so much for dedicating your time to interview with us today. I would like to congratulate you and the entire C3ntro under your leadership for your latest achievements and developments. And also, we all wish you and the entire team good luck with current and future projects.
Thank you very
much. We are looking forward to hearing also soon, hopefully in the next 12 months, again from you with further thrilling news from the world of C3ntro new technologies. And for now, to everyone who is watching this interview, thank you very much for tuning in. Goodbye until next time.
Thank you. Thank you for the interview. Thank you for all the listeners out there, and thank you for Carrier Community, Wida. Thank you very much for the invitation. Always a pleasure to help you.